All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the High School Dish. And today we have my very good friend, Stella, here.
Hey.
And what we're going to talk about today are the pros and cons. All right. Some pros and cons of going to private school because Stella here goes to private school. I go to public school. So we're going to see like some similarities, differences, pros and cons and everything like that. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry.
Don't
sorry.
whine.
It's all right. Ryan is still here though.
He's still here.
It's okay. We're not going to do this. All right. So Stella, when you told me, no, I don't think you even told me that you were going to Ursuline. I think I just found out.
I probably, back in middle school, I posted it on my private story like crazy. Probably posted it on there, like, oh my god. But I don't think I really told anyone, because I didn't want to go at first. So I was kind of like, oh god, like, I don't want to go. My parents kind of forced me into it, so I was like, ugh.
Yeah, no, like, I didn't even know you were, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I don't think I even knew that you were gonna go to private school, because you did not seem like a private school kind of girl.
No, I was not at all. I'm still not, if I'm being honest. Like, I was stressed out because it's, like, so much different. I can get into that, like, later.
Yeah,
but, like,
I know.
I remember, I think we were on Zoom the end of the year, so I just remember being on Zoom and, like, Miss Soto, did you have her?
No.
My Spanish teacher, she always, like, bringing it up, and I was like, oh my god, like, I'm not excited, like, whatever, but...
Yeah. No, so I got accepted, and and if I was gonna go to private school,
you should have came.
It would have been your school. Because, like, I definitely did not want to go to the other schools. One of them, like, Holy Child, was so expensive. My god. It's still so expensive.
I got in Holy Child, and I was like, no.
No,
I can't.
Like, I didn't send my tax score anywhere but your school. And, like, I got in, and I was like, he really wanted me to go. My mom was like, I don't care where you choose, but you should go wherever. But since, like, all my friends were basically Jewish and going to a high school... And, like, I didn't even know you were going to go to Ursuline anyways.
It was kind of like a last-minute decision because I was really thinking about it because, like, I had, like, the friends that, like, neuro too, some of my friends. So I was like, oh, my God, it's going to be, like, so hard, whatever. But I was like, you know what? The change is good. Like, I can meet more people, be more outgoing, like, not quiet. You know what I mean? So
how do you feel about that decision right now?
I'm very happy with it, if I'm being honest. Like, I found my people. I still have, like, you and, like, other neuro friends, but, like, the people, like, I love this. Like, it's not that I love it. I just like it. Like, I'm, like, happy with my decision. I feel like if I was at neuro, I would have been more, like, I don't know, like, different, I guess.
Like, thinking about, like, the other schools that you might have gone to, I would have been, like, actually...
Oh, my God.
Like, I
went to Maria Regina.
No. Absolutely not.
If you watch your Maria
Regina.
Good for you.
Yeah. We're praying for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because I don't know what exactly made my final decision, because I, like you, like, I was like, maybe change is good, and like, I knew, like, Lauren was going, I knew Raquel was going, like, and I already knew people who were going to Ursuline, but I just, like, I just think I couldn't picture myself there.
Yeah.
Like, I felt more, like, with the public school, being with my friends and stuff, and I'm actually glad with my decision, because I do pave dance. That's literally one of my favorite classes.
Aww.
It has brought me closer to people.
I love that.
It's literally one of my favorite classes. Like, I love everybody who's in there, and it's just literally the best class ever. So if I went to Ursuline, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that.
And your science research program is, like, awful.
Oh my god, they say, like, they post on Instagram. My school is very big on advertising, so they post on Instagram, like, there's no tomorrow. And they're like, yeah, like, this girl won the championship or whatever. I'm like, did she really?
Yeah, no.
You don't hear anything about it. There's,
your
like,
science research program is definitely not that good.
I feel like academic-wise, I feel like New Rochelle is better, in my opinion.
No, I know it too, because when Bianca transferred from Ursuline, she had to take the lower grade classes.
Really?
Because the Ursuline education is technically lower than the public school standard.
It is, and it's very, very annoying because, like, our GPA scale is out of a 5. Is yours out of 5 too?
No, it's out of 100.
Really, ours is out of 5, and because of that, like, colleges have to, like, recalculate it to a 4. So, like, my GPA right now is not good on a 5. It's gonna get worse. So, let's see what colleges I get into, because...
Yeah, but, like, all colleges, they're just, like, different with their calculations. But, yeah, like, the difference with, like, the calculations, the schools, like...
The teachers are awful at my school. You don't need a teaching degree. Does your school, like, the teachers need a teaching degree? Because at mine, they don't. So my sophomore year, I had a crazy chem teacher, and literally something was wrong with her. She would come up with these stories, and she got fired mid-year. And, like, the way my school handled it was not good.
Really?
Like it's not.
Like, I've literally had 2 teachers that have doctorates.
Like, I only have one, the girl who does the science research, but, like, it's not good science research. So.
Yeah, no. Like, there's, like, a couple of teachers that have doctorates. Like, last year, my bio teacher, he has a doctorate. My current English teacher, she has a doctorate.
That's so good.
The math teacher, I didn't have him, but I really wanted him. But he's, like, a little crazy, but I love that about him. He has a doctorate, but he's, like, one of the best teachers, like, math teachers at my school.
Really?
But... yeah, no, like, it's just, like, crazy to see, like, the differences with, like, private school and, like, public school.
It is.
And, like, everybody's final decisions are, like, so different. Like, this is actually, like, both of our final decisions made up what, like, the next of our 4 years were gonna look like. And, like, I'm glad you're happy with your decision, and I'm so happy with my decision.
Yeah, I'm happy with my decision. I feel like I definitely had, like, regrets, and maybe sophomore year, like, oh, like, I want to leave, like, I'm not feeling it, but then it got better, which...
yeah. I feel like everybody has that type of, like, rough patch.
Yeah.
And, like, if... like, I know some people who, like, dropped out of Ursuline because, like, a lot of people did.
I think, like, 7 girls in my grade transferred. Like...
yeah. But I think it was, like, all for the best, especially for them. Yeah. Because I think... like, I know some of them, and they're definitely, like, way happier with their decisions. So I think everybody, especially, like, this also, like, applies to colleges, too.
Yeah.
That you, like, end up where you're supposed to be. And if you feel like you haven't ended up there, the second choice is probably where you're going to find everything.
Do what makes you happy is what matters.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you had the choice of transferring out, but you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. Because I stuck through it. I knew it was going to get better. So it always gets better.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna transfer to Ursuline.
Really? I did not know that.
No, not a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people know that, like, I was gonna transfer to Ursuline sophomore year because I did not do well online, and, like, my mom, like, saw that all my, like, mental health was declining.
Yeah.
So she was like, if your school does not reopen, because for those who don't know, my school floods insanely. And the first time it flooded, it was a, like, tropical storm off of one of the hurricanes.
Oh my god, yeah. It was the beginning of our sophomore year, right?
Yeah, and
Ida, like, or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was, like, Hurricane Ida. And, like, probably a week before school was supposed to start, my school flooded, and when they were getting everything out, they found that there was asbestos in my school.
Oh my god, that's bad.
They had to, like, re-gut so many things. Our pool is still not open.
Really? Oh my god, I can't imagine. Ew.
And, like, so it just, like, flooded really badly. The asbestos was definitely not good.
That is so scary.
We had to close for 2 months, and we went back on November 1st. And
that's crazy.
Like, that was basically the first time I actually went to school consecutively. Like,
yeah, it was
just, like, insane. But if my school hadn't reopened and there was still more damage, and we probably wouldn't have gotten back into, like, school until, like, probably, like, January or something, my mom was gonna put in a transfer for me. Like, I wouldn't have gone through, like, like, New Rochelle. But
I feel like it's one of, like, the best things at my school, which I really liked, that they handled, like, Zoom so well. They did everything to get us into school. I remember my freshman year, it was like we were in school 3 days a week. Like, it was really good. Even sophomore year, like at the end of freshman year, everyone was in school. That's what I really liked about it.
Yeah, like, but that's also like the difference because your school, like, it's probably, how many kids even go to your school?
I don't know the exact number. I just know my class size is the smallest. We're 127 kids, I think, in my grade. So, and I think I would say maybe like 700, 800, maybe.
See, our school is like 3,300 students.
Oh my god, I couldn't even. I can't. I can't. I'm a girl. I thrive in small classes, small elements. Where I want to go to all the small colleges. So I feel like that's also one of the good things for me, how small my school is.
Yeah, at least like you kind of like also know what you liked and what you also didn't like. So those are definitely like the pros of it. But like, what are some things that aren't necessarily the best about the private school?
Probably the friend groups. Like, my school personally, it's very cliquey, and it's just like it was one of the biggest stereotypes going into my school, which I was scared about, how like Ursuline girls are so mean and like very like to like their friend group. And I didn't think it was true. And so I would say this year and last year I'm starting to see it's more like friend groups. Like, at my school we name our friend groups, which I've fallen a victim to that. But like, it's okay because everyone does it, and I feel like it's one of the number one things I don't like about it, because like you feel like you have to stick to your friend group. And like, you know me, you know I like to be friends with everyone. So like, I'm not trying to stick to a friend group with like 7-8 girls. Like, I want to be friends with like everyone, but like you can't do that. Like, you can't mix friend groups. Like, you can't do all that.
Not everybody like mixes well.
Yeah, it's not. I hate that. It's probably one of the number one things I hate.
Yeah.
And I also used to hate the uniforms, but now I like it because I can't figure out outfits every day. It's so bad.
Yeah, no, I just walk in with like either like PJs or sweats in every single day. Like I've given up on trying in school, like clothes wise, guys. Yeah. I'm better academically. Don't worry.
Oh no, not me. I think I did. As another one comment about my school, and this just might be because of me, but I feel like it's just a lot harder for me. I just think I did so much better at New Rochelle, and I think I'm not saying that New Rochelle is like, not saying it's like different, but like I just think the way my school like teaches and like their like scales and stuff like that and curriculum is just a lot like worse, and I feel like I thrived so much better in New Row, and I can just see with like my grades and stuff like that, but it's fine, I guess. Just get a tutor.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the support system at my school is probably better.
It's so much better at your school. My school, I feel like I've been at school 4 years now. I think I only had one teacher who really ever cared about me and like actually tried to help me and stuff like that. Even though I ended up with a C-, it's fine.
Yeah, no, like sophomore year was literally probably like my worst year at the school, like academically, like sociably, like it was just horrible year for me. Yeah. And like my teacher saw it, so they kept emailing me. Like probably almost every single one of my teachers
my school
kept emailing me.
Yeah, my teachers never. I don't think they care about me, if I'm being honest. But that just might be like me. Like I said, if you watch this and you go to Ursuline, please do not tell Miss Lynch. I'm just being honest here. Great school. I'll go to someone's house today. But wait, what was I saying? wait. Oh wait, yeah. How they don't care about us. What the, okay. It's not like they like, I just feel like they're not really like on top of us like they should be. Like I said, I only had one teacher, my math teacher last year, who really actually cared about me, like would reach out, like, Stella, you need help, Stella, do you need this? Like the rest of them, it was kind of like, last year my physics teacher screamed at me saying I wasn't trying hard enough. Like, yeah, I was trying hard. You're just not helping me when I'm asking you for help. Like, it's just that they just don't care. Like,
yeah, I feel like that's. I mean, I feel like maybe it's just like an Ursuline thing. I don't know if it's like a total private school thing, because again, this is like one perspective from one school. But yeah, I do feel like, and I always say this to like the kids that I mentor in my high school, that like if you ask for help, you're most likely going to get it, because that's what they like not like advertise, but like that's what they tell the teachers to do, like help your students. And like a lot of the teachers love helping their students.
They do. there's some I can see, like, the other, like, grades helping their kids and stuff like that, just, like, my personal, but also at the same time, I don't really ask for help. I kind of just do it when I'm, like, last minute, like, see I have a bad grade in class, and I'm like, oh my god, like, but I feel like just reach out to your teachers. Don't be like me.
Yeah, you know I feel like that goes across the board for, like, anything, because if you want to do well in the class, make sure you have relationships and communications with your teacher, because they're the ones who's teaching you, they're the ones who's grading your stuff, they're the ones who make everything up.
Yep.
Like, the test, everything. So they'll tell you.
They'll tell you, yeah.
That's the hope.
That's the hope. I should have asked for help. I just think that's one of my biggest regrets, like, not asking for help. Yeah. Especially last year, because I had like a 4.0. Now, I'm going to be real honest, I have a 3.35. So it's like, I dropped so bad last year, and it's significantly because I just did not try. I just gave up. I was like, I'm a senior. I'm going to be a senior. Like, I'm already good. Last quarter, gone. Like, yeah. It was really bad.
I, like, technically don't even know my GPA on a, like, 4.0 scale. Like, I'm not gonna even bother even looking at it.
If I have a 3.35 on a 5, I'm probably gonna have like a 2.7, but YOLO. Like, it's
honestly fine. The colleges recalculate your GPA anyway. Some colleges don't even look at your GPA. Yeah, so
I applied to St. John's last night. They don't even look. Yeah. They just look at, like, your activities. I was like, okay. Like,
yeah, exactly. Just like, please accept me.
Literally, thank you.
But yeah, no, like, the differences between private school and public school is, like, actually insane.
It's crazy. But wait, I want to go back to building relationships and teachers. Really do that, because I'll admit, I am kind of mean. I'm not like mean to my teachers. I'm just a big loudmouth in class. So because of that, I had a lot of teachers, like, not like me, and because of that, I think it's why they reach out to me, because, like, especially my English teacher, sophomore and junior year, like, I would just walk into class and she'll just, like, roll her eyes. Like, she'll just try to be, like, nice and respectful. Don't be a loudmouth. Don't try to be a class clown, because that's what I did.
Yeah.
And, like,
also,
I said, I dropped. So.
If you be a class clown, just do it once in a while. I mean, us students, we do enjoy it, like, once in a while. Enjoy it, but like, if it's every day.
Like, yeah, if you're the girl in the back of English class, like, I would stop. Like,
yeah, if you're giving so much attitude, being like, oh, I don't want to be here, yada, then don't be here. And then you're like,
no one wants to hear it.
Yeah, and if you're like, oh yeah, but, like, my parents will know this, that, whatever, then actually, like, do well. That's, like, literally what your parents want you to do. Like, just do well.
Just literally do well.
Like, I don't understand when people, like, give so much attitude to a teacher.
You just, like, look sense. Like, it's just uncomfortable to watch. You're so disrespectful that, like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you don't just say that. Like, it's bad.
Like, if you have, like, some banter with the teacher, and then, like, yeah, occasionally it's funny, but, like, if it's, like, every single day or almost every single day, like, come on, it's annoying. I want to actually do well in this class, so, like, let the teacher teach me so I can actually do well in the class, because you interrupting is interrupting my grades.
It is. So I think it's also another difference at my school between, like, Newbro and Ursuline, that, like, no one really ever is, like, loud. I remember, like, in Newbro, like, we would have, like, subs, and, like, everyone would be, like, together talking. Like, at my school, when we have a sub, everyone's quiet doing their work. I used to be like, wait, like, this is not me. Like, I would try to talk to my friends, be loud and stuff, and they'll be like, Stella, I'm doing my work. And I'll be like, what? Like,
wow. Yeah, no, like, at our school, like, the subs genuinely don't care.
Yeah.
Like, like, I mean, I don't really have that many subs anymore. I don't know why. My teachers just are never sick. But, when they do, it's just, like, I do the work quickly, and then obviously, like, I talk while I do my work, because I'm a very big talker.
Same, I'm a very big talker. I feel like I'm a very big talker to people I'm, like, comfortable with, but in the beginning I'm, like, quiet and shy.
Yeah, like, I hate awkward silence, so I'll be talking.
No, so do I.
I'll be talking, no matter what.
I'll talk about, like, random things, like, oh my god, like, look like the sky. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I'll be talking. But, yeah, no, like, the subs at our school, and, like, our school is just so big, and there's so many personalities.
There is.
And since there's, like, no fear of being a not, like, really a victim, but, like, people being, like, mean to you, like, not being a part of, like, one of, like, the cliques, like, at Ursuline and stuff like that, like, friend groups, like, no one really cares.
Yeah, but at my school, it's the end of the world. Like, sorry, I interrupted you.
No.
Just, like, at my school, like, they'll be like, I need, like, what's, like, a fake name I can, like, do? Like, oh my god, did you guys see what Grass's group did today? Like, oh my god, like, if, like, we would be out, like, hanging out, like, doing something, like, stupid, like, people would be like, oh, like, Grass's group isn't doing this right now, like, what are we doing? Like, it's kind of like everyone is so worried about, like, the other friend groups and, like, what they're doing. It's never just, like, I don't care. Like, I feel like out of, like, all, like, my friends and I will admit, like, I'm just the kind of girl who's, like, I don't care. Like, I used to care so much about what other people think and stuff like that, and coming to Ursula now, I realize, like, that doesn't mean, like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, now at Ursula, I'm like, I don't care about what people think about me. Like, I'll do what I want when I want. When I knew I used to be so, like, oh my god, like, like, this person's watching, like, I'm so, like,
really?
like, yeah, I used to, oh my god, in Nero, like,
no one really cares what people do in Neuro.
When I was in middle school, I probably had, like, the worst social anxiety ever. Like, I would be scared to, like, walk in the cafeteria, like, in the morning. And I feel like that's also a big reason why I wanted to go to Ursuline, just to stop feeling like that, having that nice, like, refreshing change. And it did work, because now I have, like, no anxiety, social anxiety. I'm just, like, that girl.
Like, honestly, for us, it's, like, the friend groups that were together since middle school, and then occasionally we do see, like, we're not like we're a part of the friend group from the other school, but, like, we have, like, it's senior year, everybody's like, oh yeah, we should merge, we should, like, hang out.
That's what I'm trying to do with my friends, and it's just not working. Ugh, I just want to merge.
No, that's like what we've been doing, like, like, we're not, like, recruiting, but, like, we're just, like, having, like, it's our senior year, it's our final year, we're, like, getting everybody together.
Exactly, you want everyone together, one last year before we all go off.
And of course we're friends with, like, those miscellaneous people who have, like, their own friend groups outside of school or something like that. But, like, at our school, no, there's too many people to care.
Exactly.
Too many people to care, too many classes where you just, like, are not all just seniors. Like, it's always, like, juniors, sophomores mixed in, the really smart sophomores. But
not me.
No, some of the sophomores at my school are literally taking AP Physics right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I could never do that.
No, I haven't even taken physics. I know how to do it in college, but
I took it last year. It was the worst class of my life.
I'm not excited for physics.
No.
But yeah, like, I'm, like, glad with that aspect at my school. Like, no one absolutely cares if something happens to friend group, whatever. Like, of course, like, some people would see and, like, talk about it and, like, care a little bit, but overall, everybody pretty much minds their own business because there's just too much going on.
I wish I had that, because my school is, like, everyone's watching. It's not like everyone's watching everyone. It's just kind of like word travels so quickly. Yeah. I could tell, like, you something, and it would just be to the whole school in maybe 5 minutes. Like, from friend group, because of the friend groups. Like, you tell one person in a friend group, they're going to tell their 10 other friends in the friend group. They'll tell the other friend group. Like, it's just like, oh my god, word travels crazy. I just can't. Like,
I mean, word travels at my school, but not as fast. And it's usually only to a certain limited people.
You know, it could be, like, the whole grade. I remember, like, last year there was, like, stuff going on with, like, prom and stuff, and, like, word just traveled so quickly. Like, maybe, like, one single lunch period, the word traveled everywhere. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this.
Wait, that's actually insane. Like, none of that happens at my school. Like, I've never had, like, I guess, no, my high school experience is pretty normal, but not so normal where, like, there's so much school spirit because there's too many kids.
Oh my god, I wish I had school.
And, like, the whole word travels so super fast. Everybody's caring, everybody's staring. Like, I just don't have that. And I'm, like, glad for the second part that I don't have, but, like, the school spirit part, like, that's why I kind of want to go to a school that has, like, some type of school spirit.
I think that's a con for me, how Ursuline has no school spirit, because, like, I, like, grew up going to public school. So I remember being so excited for, like, before, like, I knew I was going to Ursuline. Like, I remember, like, 7th grade, I was so excited to go to the high school and, like, have the football games, the school spirit. But then, obviously, I went to Ursuline, and, like, we don't have that. I think the only school spirit we have is Ring Day, which is really for the seniors. That's the best thing. If you guys are watching this and want to go to Ursuline, I say go. Ring Day is the best thing to ever happen. Like, I literally have it on right now. I slept with it on last night. I had it on in school. I forgot to get it off. But it's one of the best. I feel like that's, like, the only school spirit we really have. but like we don't have football games. Our spirit week sucks. It's like 2-3 days and we have to wear our skirts still.
Yeah.
Because like it's not fun, and I feel like it's one of the biggest cons for me. Like we have like Iona games and step games, but like that's really like if you like know like the players. Like I think I maybe know 2 Iona football players, like 1 step and that football player. Like it's not like we could like go there, but it's so packed. Like you have like all like the friend groups there, like their parents. Like, it's not like a real like football experience. You know what I mean? Like there's no Friday Night Lights, which I wish I had. Oh my god! But
I mean, we don't have much Friday Night Lights because I don't know what it was about this year, but nobody wanted to go to any of the football games.
Really?
And like the seniors would always try to do stuff, but like it just never worked because we never agreed on anything because there's just too many of us.
Yeah.
And like too many personalities being a part of it.
Yeah.
So with the Friday Night Light football thing, it just like never really worked out. It was always like raining on the weekends and stuff like that. Like our homecoming, I didn't even go to homecoming.
Oh yeah, because it rained every single Friday and Saturday this year. So
it rained horribly on our homecoming game.
And was that the day that really bad rain day where like you guys had to leave school early?
No, that was like I think that was a week before. Oh yeah, like our school flooded again, and we were in there. We were like inside, and our school was flooding. I
remember Lydia texting me, freaking out. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm at the bottom." I'm like, "You're gonna be fine. You know how to swim. It's okay." Like,
yeah, no, I was on the first floor too, but no water was dripping. But like when I went to the second floor, and so on the second floor, there's a third floor that's on top of it, but there's also a section of the second floor where there's no third floor. Like the second floor and the first floor are bigger than our third floor.
Yeah.
And so there was water dripping from the ceiling from like the part where there's no third floor. And then the third floor was like leaking. But it's been leaking. Like I don't know what they're doing. But our library flooded again, so they had to redo it yet again. God. Like they just opened it up like 6 months ago.
I remember like scrolling on Instagram and like sometimes Instagram ads pop up and it was like the Talk of the Sound guy and the thing was like, when is New Rochelle gonna fix their flooding situation? I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, they literally paid so much money and they were doing it in the middle of the school year too. Like in the front of the high school, there was literally mounds and mounds of dirt and piles.
I remember driving by and seeing that. I'd be like,
yeah, and that was all for the library.
Why is it flooded? Is it because like the lakes are there? I'm not flooding words.
Oh my god, but it was like horrible. Like really? You like where you live too, like in front of where you live.
It was really bad. The bottom of my street, I had to like cut like down by the Payne statue and like go up the street.
Yeah, like I saw like in like Payne Cottage and everything like that. Like
it was like rip currents.
Like what?
Like I swear I would have died.
And I've never seen Payne Lake like flood that badly.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Like literally the bottom of my street was like a river. Like it was so bad.
I could have sworn.
I've never
bring out my lifeguard skills, saving some lives. Like, oh my god. I just remember driving down like where like the turn is on like it was a big rip current.
Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. That was like absolutely insane. Like I've never seen anything.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. And my friends were like they were like, oh my god, like it's not that big of a deal. I was like, look outside. Like, what? But yeah.
Yeah, no, and they basically had to cut school. I was in second period, and I was in second period for like an hour.
Yeah.
Really? An hour after that. Yeah, so I was in second period for like 2 hours.
My school kept us there, and one thing about my school is that they have very bad communication. Like, they did not tell us we were leaving officially until, like, we had to leave. I remember, like, the teachers told us, and, like, the school got mad at them, and at 12:30 there was an announcement from my principal saying, like, everyone stay in their classes, an announcement will be coming shortly. Just say that announcement when we're there so we can call and tell our parents, like, I'm going to drive home now, like, you know what I mean? Like, and they didn't let us out. It was just, they're a mess sometimes. And just communication's really bad, but overall, they're good, I guess.
Okay. So, what would you tell someone who's in middle school right now, in 8th grade, took their tax test, but is in between, like, private school and public school?
I would maybe tell them, do what you can see yourself doing. I don't know, I'm very bad at advice, but just do it, like, do you, because me personally, I did pick private school because I wanted the change and, like, so the social life and, like, not the academic life in a way, just, like, I wanted, like, a fresh start because I knew my, like, middle school experience was not, like, what I wanted my high school experience to be. So if you want a change and you feel like you'll be like you're happier and like stuff like that, I say go to private school. But if you want to stay public school, you're in your element, you thrive with the people there, with the, I don't know, like the experience there, I say do it. Just do what makes you happy, because I did what made me happy, and it did make me really happy. And I feel like I wouldn't go back and change it, to be honest.
Also, transferring is an option. Like, if you don't like it in your freshman year, you could definitely transfer out.
Always transfer
At least you could say you tried it, and you're also saving your parents money, because private school is expensive.
Private school is expensive, and in a way, like, you don't want to feel like you waste your money. You know what I mean? So just, you can always transfer, try it out, test the water, see. And also, like, if you have friends at, like, say, for example, just use New Row. Like, if you have friends at New Row and they, like, you hear their experiences, you want to try it, like, go try it. But if you're like, no, like, I feel like I can thrive more at Ursuline or Holy Child or wherever you want to go, just try it, take the shot. And if you, like you said, you can always transfer.
Yeah. And same thing goes for, like, colleges, too, because a lot of people have, like, pressure about choosing the right college. I definitely know I'm gonna do that when that time comes in probably, like, 4 months, which is scary. But yeah, like, you know, just do what you think is best for you, financially, socially, like, mentally, like, everything, whatever is better for you, and whatever you weigh is better. So
exactly.
So yeah, everything applies.
And do not second guess yourself, because I know that I second guessed myself, and if I would have second guessed myself, because I was second guessing if I should go to New York or not. I think it was like the end of 8th grade, and I was like, wait, like, do I want to go? I don't know. And I obviously went to Ursuline, so if I did second guess myself and went to Neuro, I would have hated it. I know for a fact. I thrived at Ursuline, even though my grades wonky. It's okay, because I feel like I pictured myself in Ursuline, and I was like, I feel it, I can like it. I feel it, I can, new people, new experiences. Just throw yourself out there. If you want the change, I say do it, because it's great.
Yeah, everybody go listen to Stella.
Yeah, I hope I gave you advice. I'm like, oh my god, wait. I'm not gonna give any advice.
Okay, so this is the end of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you for watching.
This is the High School Dish. You guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which is also having the handle of the High School Dish, and also YouTube. Oh wait, no, this is on YouTube already. Never mind. Oh, yeah, God. It's gonna be on YouTube. Sorry, I'm like losing it.
It's okay. All right. One last thing. If any Ursuline people are watching this, please do not go tell me.
You didn't watch this. If you go to Ursuline, you didn't watch it.
If you go to Ursuline, you didn't watch this.
You didn't watch it.
Do not tell me Snapple, please.
You just didn't. All right.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay.